It's a perfect situation.
I've set this up as best as I can. Right, so obviously when you've made, obviously the first thing to do is download Shotcut. When you make a video, you upload it to your computer and put it in your own personal folder or wherever it is that you use. But you've got it in a place that you can access it. And this is Shotcut. Now when you turn it on, it should look something like this. Now you can go to, up here, you can go to File and start a new one, or as I do now, I go to my open file, which is just underneath it. Now as you can see, these are the video shots I took of yesterday's, which was my canning jars. So obviously if I want to right, today's date, let's find it, 13th of August, there it is. That's where I've just shot the apples that you've just seen. So basically, click on it and it will appear there. Hello everyone, I just thought I'd show you some colour. My apple trees have not done well at all this year. Before you can do anything, altering, you have to put this into here. So you just take your pointer, hold down the left button and take it over to there. And it's now in there and you can bring it down. But I'll show you that in a moment. I'm making the video as just a moment. Now, I set up my credits. They're there. I don't have to do them every single time. They're there and I just add them on to the end. So I'll put that in the box so I can use. I've also set up my title and it's there. So move that into the box so I can use it. Now we want to start the editing bit. So this is my title, my opening section. So take your little arrow and press and hold down the left mouse button, and then you can take it all the way down to the bottom. There's nothing there at the moment, and then let it go, and it's now in the bottom. It's on a timeline that I can edit around. So this black bit at the top, you just move your arrow where you want to actually start viewing from. So if you wanted to view from near the beginning, you click on it and you see your line. The noise is Mason. You see your line, which shows you where it's reading from. So if I take it to the middle, it's more or less where I want it. More or less. Because I'm going to put the title in now. So if we come back up to here and press left click on the play, it started playing. But it's gone too far. I want it so it changes from one shot to this shot, and this shot has a title on. Thank you, Maisie. But if you get your keyboard out and the up and down, left and right buttons, they will move it back or forward a frame at a time. So you can move it to where you want. So that's the first bit, and that is where I want to put my title. So we go and look back down here. This is the whole of that clip, and the head is reading where I am at the moment. So I want from there to the end, all of it, to show the title. So here, down here, just next to this horseshoe symbol, is one that says split a playhead. So if you left click on that, it splits it into two halves. I want the title going on the second half, not the first, the second. So I just take the mouse and the little teeny hand it's got and press on it. And you'll see a red line that goes all round the section that you are dealing with. Now this is a bit more awkward, but you can use it for putting a title on, or if you say the wrong thing, like I was constantly calling black currants blackberries, so I put caption under the bottom, I meant blackberries or black currants, whichever it was. But we've highlighted that section. It's now surrounded in red. So we take our mouse pointer back up to the top, and you'll see all along here where it says export, ignore, timetable, ignore, filters, you want to press, left press on filters, and it brings up this screen. Because we've highlighted the section that we want, the plus sign is stronger white colour. So we can press that plus sign and it brings up all these things. It looks complicated, but it isn't. Because all you need to do is go down to your, what looks like there, a little monitor. Press on the little monitor. Then go to your bar, scroll it all the way down. I scroll it so it hits the bottom. And then the fourth one up says text. Punch text. And it comes up with this timeline, timescale. So now we go into there, just left click next to it, go to your keyboard, backspace, because we don't want the time showing, and then we put in what we want as the title. So I'll have this one as a title, apples, and no, apples, because I'll do two separate videos, I think. So that's too big for me, I don't want it that size. So in the middle of the screen there's a little circle. If you put your cursor over that, it goes like a cross. Left click and pull it down slightly, and that shows you the corner. Get there so it's a diagonal line. Left click, hold down, and you can shrink it to the size you want. Then go back to there and you can put it wherever you want on the screen. I want it there. In fact, I think it's still a bit too big. and there it is. Right, so it's now there where I want it, and if we press play, it will be there for the whole of that second half. So that's your title done. Go back up to where, behind here is where your video footage is. So we've dealt with and had the title apples. We can now click on the cross and it gets rid of that and brings back your videos. So let's do a video now. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can either left click and take it to the middle, and then left click and take it to the bottom, or you can just take it to the bottom. Right, here is zoom in, zoom out. I want to see the beginning of it, so it's a bit on the large side, so let's unzoom it. There we are, we've unzoomed it, it's a bit too small. There. Right, so we can watch what's there and edit out what we want. We go back to this section because our playhead is reading at the end. We want it reading at the beginning of this section. So the very end one, it says skip to the previous point. So it takes it back to the last split point. So there it is, back there. And we can now press play and see which ones we want to edit. And you can't hear anything because we've lowered it. So let's press play. Hello everyone. Right, if you are now carrying on watching, it's because you're interested in the tutorial. So I'll go and set up the tripod. Actually, that's a one take. I've never done a one take before.
You come through all that then?
So what I do in that situation is take my credits, put that down at the end. Now, going straight from this box to the bottom line and missing out here, you will get this chunk of green. Don't worry about that. Take your mouse pointer and put it over your end bit, which is my credits, and the hand appears. And just left click and drag it so it meets there. Don't worry about that in the slightest. So that actually is already a one take. So I want to save it. So we click on the save icon and we want to give it a title. So we'll give it a title of Apples. Apples. And there it is saved now. So now what I will actually do is show you some other bits, but using this. So you can see how it changes it. Say me lighting or me camera angle wasn't right at first. So I did the first bit twice. So we get to the point that I want to delete out of it. See, I'm starting there. So I want to delete all this that went beforehand. Now we do it exactly the same as you did for the putting the words on it. You find your playhead is there and you want it to delete everything before the playhead. So we go to the horseshoe sign, and the next one to it is split at playhead. Left click that and it splits it there. So now we need to tell the computer the bit we want it to actually delete. So you move your pointer over the bit that you want to delete and just left click. See, it goes red, same as when we were putting on the words. Then you can right click on it and you've got some options there, what to do with it. Just go down to the third one, remove, it takes it out and moves everything forward. So you can see, and take the playhead there, change up a bit. See, it's taking out the bits that I didn't want. But say you accidentally removed a bit that you did want. You removed the wrong bit. If you go back up to here, where you've got open file, save, you've got undo. So it's a third one along, you just press undo and it's back. It's brought it all back. If you don't want that deleted, if you don't want that split at the playhead there, because you've decided you're keeping it, just press back, undo again. And it's all back in together. And that's basically it. I've shown you how to take different ones down. That is basically it. There is one thing that I did get wrong on this. Well, did make a mistake on, but I figured it out. Say I've got a bit here, there, that I wanted to put some words in there, such as saying blackcurrants when it was blackberries or the other way around. So we go to the little, I call it a book, but it's a split screen, to split at the playhead, so it splits it there, and say I want my words up until about there. I go to the split the playhead again and split it. Now if I had forgotten to highlight that little bit in red to get me text up, it will do the text in the one that is red, which is the big one, which I don't want it there. So always remember to left click on the bit that you want the text to be, or the bit that you want to remove, because basically you're telling the computer, ignore everything else and just look at that one bit and do to that one bit what I am telling you. Let's undo that. See, I'm messing around with this one, but with that undo button I can take it back to where it was. Another thing I've done is I've got to a point that I wanted to put text in and forgot to split it at the playhead. So I've gone down here, I brought filters up, gone on the plus sign, gone on your monitors, gone down and found text, and nothing's there. I can't see anything there. It's because it's the end shot that's in red. So that's where it had actually put it, not where I want it. But I've not looked that it was in the wrong place, and I've gone, oh yes, I need to click on time code, back it, get rid of it, and then start typing in, say I'm typing in apples, and nothing appears on the screen. It's because the playhead is there, and that is the highlighted bit that the computer's dealing with. So, but don't be scared of it. Every time you do something to it, such as splitting at the playhead so you can put in words or remove a section, save it if you want at that point. Or when you are happy with how it is at the moment and you're going to move on to another bit, save it. Because I haven't done that at times, and at times I've ended up having to re-edit the same one again. But don't forget, you've got your undo buttons. So that will help no end. But I'm actually going to stop the video camera and see how this is turning out now. So, Mason. So, I hope this helps you, Michelle. Now I've just realised, no, it's not right. The end isn't. So, I'm going to be removing some of it. So, take it back a bit to where I think possible. Thank you very much. Goodbye. I'm going to show her. So there are all the apples. If you're not watching the tutorial at the end, thank you very much. See, I'm not going to put the tutorial on. If you're not watching the it's just a matter of finding it. It's fiddly. I'm going to show her. I think that's where I want it. So we'll cut it, playhead. So there are all the apples. If you're not watching the tutorial at the end, I want it to there. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And I also want it there. So I want this chunk removing. Possibly want, if you want to know, carry on watching it because you're interested in the tutorial. So I'll go and set up the tripod. Yeah, I don't want that there. Because I've decided to do 2 videos out of this. So, highlight it red, left click, remove, and it shuffles them together. So we just watch that bit over. And Michelle wants to know. So, because YouTuber's finishing the video, editing in September, and Michelle wants to know. So I'm going to show her. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Yeah. See, it's fine now. So now it's exactly how I want it. That's why you watch it all again, because you'll notice some things. So just press save and it comes up here. It saved it. Now once you've finished your video and it's how you want it, you export it. Now click on export and this all comes up. I haven't a clue what it all does or anything like that. I just go straight down to the bottom and press export. Lurch has set it up so it will automatically save in a certain place. See, pressing export file has brought it to what the folder that I call the Urban Homestead. It's all, I have all my videos that I have, edited, and they're all ready to be uploaded to YouTube. They go in that file, so that's where I export them to. So save that, and here it gives you progress, percentage progress, how long it takes to actually put that in the area that I want it. I hope this helps you, Michelle, and if you have any questions, if I haven't explained it good enough to you or anything like that, anything you're curious about, just send me a message. Okay, see ya, bye. Oh, no, I will jiggle that around. Something else, once you've actually finished, go all the way back to the beginning. This is what I do. Go back to the beginning and watch the whole thing. Just so it looks right.
It's a